Is there anything to be afraid of? Channeled through Gwen Juvenal on 3/16/17, 2023. Is there anything to be afraid of? Oh dear. Yes, I guess we shall answer this question. And we answer it with another question. Do you want to fear? Many of you act as if fearing is not a choice, when in actuality, you decide that you shall choose fear, and then you often claim the dark did it to you, or the unknown. Or you claim that the scary alien or the devil himself or herself made you fear. You may say, cannot things hurt us? Very well, yes. You may fall down a set of stairs, so you might as well watch where you are stepping and pay attention out of love and care for yourself. But fear, as Gwen has discovered, often simply shows up as a sign that something is hidden and in the dark. The moment that you, within your knowing of oneness, is not scared of looking into the dark or hidden spaces, is the moment fear loses any kind of power over you. It then is being used as a power for you and through you. We shall explain here. Oftentimes, as we look into what is there, fear offers us more expansive opportunities than we saw before. For example, say a girl was always afraid of scooters and always avoided them, perhaps even didn't like to look at them and averted her eyes. You may say, well, there must be a reason for this. Perhaps there is. Perhaps at some moment in her childhood, she was out at night, perhaps chasing her cat, and there, in the dark, a neighbor girl was being dropped off from a date, and perhaps there was some making out happening. Well, this little girl perhaps saw, as the teenage girl pushed her date away, oh no, her dad might have seen them. And the other person pushes the scooter away or gets hurt. Perhaps this little child witnessed something that she couldn't understand or frightened her. So now, as she walks around, she wants to cancel out the scooters that are in her life. So she misses out on all kinds of information because of that. Perhaps a group of friends become less attractive due to her fear. Perhaps she isn't interested in a certain man because he has a scooter. Perhaps she takes the bus, even when a scooter would be much more efficient for her traveling needs. Even subliminally, she doesn't explore different shops or venues where scooters are present. As we start looking at this and entering into this life as the girl with a fear of scooters, you might be feeling the experience of senses becoming dulled and less aliveness and activity within this girl's life. Yes, feel into this, and you can see how she closes off to part of the world. And this closing off may continue to compound and compound, especially if she then starts to avoid things that even remind her of the scooter. She even may cause herself some injuries attempting to avoid any contact with scooters. Now imagine her being willing to look into this fear and see what is behind it. Perhaps what was behind it was a little girl not knowing what her neighbor making out was, or there was a feeling of insecurity. As soon as she sees into and offers clarity or even companionship to the confusion that was never opened and resolved, she sees things in a new light. She offers light unto herself, and as she does this, she frees her senses and the intelligence within her that was invested in protection. Now, this intelligence can be used as a part of opening herself back into a vibrant, full world. Her senses and curiosity comes alive. She sees all the places and opportunities that her mind couldn't see before. She sees the people she has shut herself off to. Now the image of the scooter becomes a talisman, reedifying her ability in choice and her alignment to live in love and not fear. Perhaps this all sounds too simple and happy-go-lucky. Well, snap out of it. No thing has dominion or power over you unless you give it that power. Stand your ground. Take 3 deep breaths. Be willing to see into what something truly is. Be willing to take the time and ask questions. Be willing to play. This is what we are inviting you here to do. Imagine your new life of being free from all fear. Imagine a life where fear is being used as an empowerment through you. Yes, own your power. Every moment. This is you. Make your choice. Call out for any assistance that you may desire. We are all here. We are waiting to see you jump into the discovery of you. So once again we ask, do you want to fear? Now at this time, you may be thinking that this is now a trick question. Well, yes it is. When someone embraces that which was once not wanted because they have learned how it may be used for their highest good, then what they once pushed away is now a friend. This is part of what we mean when we say that no one need be your enemy. No thing or experience need be your enemy either. We can lay down all of these separations which bind us. Separations may bind us? Yes. Look at our previous example of the girl. Her life continued to get smaller and smaller as she allowed herself to believe the fear and choose a decreasing of choice, light, and life. This was brought through the continual choice of agreement of fear. All of this is in choice. She never lost her choice, and no matter how far or small she got to experience herself, it was through continual choice. And a part of that choice was her agreeing to believe that she did not have choice. This is the beauty of the cycle or cyclone which the energy of fear is. When one believes that it must hand over its energy to it, this energy is then used to reinforce and pull more energy into the experience itself until it can be blinding. But once again, at any moment, one may free themselves through the simple choice of love and recognition of their oneness. We will speak of this more at a later time, but for now, rest in the beauty that even fear may be your friend. You make the choice.